Hey, it's Rachel, and today we're going to talk about why you don't want to keep planning your next move. Essentially, a lot of people say that when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. But sometimes I think that has caused a lot of people to keep planning and planning and planning and then therefore not take any action. So some plans can go for as long as months or years, and it just becomes just a plan. And that becomes a problem because obviously you're not going to get to anything by having a plan without taking any action. So today I'm going to share with you why you don't want to make the perfect plan. Um, Number one, remember, the world doesn't pay you for what you know, it pays you for what you do. And the universe rewards action. So you might think that when you're buying courses out there, when you're going to university, that people are just, sharing the knowledge, they're sharing what they know. But the action itself is they're teaching what they know, they're sharing their knowledge, they're passing on their knowledge, and that's why they get paid. It's not because that they have that knowledge and it's kept in their head that they get paid. It's because they are taking action to move the knowledge around, and therefore the universe rewards them. So it's part of getting paid. And if you don't take any action, no matter how much knowledge that you've got or how much skills that you've got, you won't get paid. Like you might be the world's most brilliant guitarist, but if no one hears your music, you won't get paid. You might be the world's best artist, but if no one sees and buy your art, you are not going to get paid. You might be the world's, best author. Like you might have written 10 different books, but if none of your books are seen by others or are sold to others, then you don't get paid as well. All right, so you got to take action in order to get paid. So we're going to talk about planning versus procrastinating. And sometimes I think people think that they've got to have this perfect plan for everything to go perfectly well. And it doesn't ever happen because especially when you're starting a new thing or when it's a brand new experience. For example, you might be a brilliant guitarist, but you haven't gone on concert tours before, then the plans don't always follow the way you want. You might not know where to stand, you might not know how to walk on the stage, you might not know how to interact with your audience. There's a lot of things that, you just gotta have that first-hand experience, and then you can improve and tweak the process. And so people think that they might be just planning this big thing, but it's actually also known as procrastinating because there's no perfect plan. There's no planning this big thing. Instead, in order to plan well and not procrastinate, you actually have got to take the action first and then plan and recalibrate and then take action again. So by planning, I actually mean that you are reviewing the process, the experience that you've got of your first could be concert tour, could be like a gallery exhibition, anything that you're doing, like your experience. And then you might have felt that you failed in that experience, but you pick yourself up, you make tweaks, you make improvement in your processes, and then you keep taking action. So you take action and you plan and recalibrate, then you take action again. And it is basically one step at a time. And this concept is also the ready, fire, aim concept. So stop waiting for whatever it could be. Maybe you're fearful of, this particular new thing. Maybe you are thinking that you're not good enough, or maybe you think that you are good enough, but you're not, like you don't have the equipment or whatever that might be. Like honestly, I don't feel like I'm personally really confident on the camera. I don't feel that I'm personally really sort of good at YouTube videos, but I just do it. And the more I do it, the more one shot it becomes, and I do like a one shot take. And I've tried playing around with how my videos are. I've tried changing things up a little bit, and it's just a matter of like trying different things and changing your processes so that it fits your target audience more. Whether that is getting you more sales on your art pieces or more getting on more concert tours, getting on the stage to do public speaking. The only way to get good is to get started. So as you can see from the picture, there are so many arrows with the white tips that are not on the bullseye. But it's because of all these arrows on the white tips that are not on the bullseye that this person is able to get to the bullseye with that red tip arrow, that one shot, because they've done so many other shots, and then they recalibrated, they replanned how they're gonna stretch like the bowstring, where they're gonna aim, and they looked at like the wind direction, the wind speed, and everything just to get to the bullseye. Because once you've got your first-hand experience, you know that all these things are the ones that affect how your arrow flies all the way to the target. And so you want to just shoot those arrows, learn from them, and then continue shooting them until you get there, which is your target. And with that, I also want to leave you with Ray Kroc's, which is McDonald's key to expansion. So he is a businessman and he bought McDonald's. But he actually says that he's not in the food business. He's actually in the real estate business as he expanded store after store within the United States and then worldwide. So he says that you're already in the right place and the right time. You're already there. So you just have to know that you're in the right place and the right time, and then just start taking action. Remember, there's also a quote that says that the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is now. So if you don't plant the tree now, you're going to regret it probably 20 years later because you haven't started planting the tree. And the tree would have grown 20 years later. All right. And so with that, I also want to give you a challenge, which is you pick a habit or skill that you want to build, whether that's reading, whether that's doing art pieces, whether that's practicing an instrument, whether that's going to the gym or exercising, whether that is, just, it could also be cooking, whatever habit or skill you want to build. And then I want you to spend a minimum of 15 minutes daily on it for the first month and then build upon it as you wish. Why 15 minutes? Is because we want to do this consistently. We don't want this to be like some intensive 2 hours for like 3 days and then you stop. Because as humans, we are quite resistant to change. And as humans, if you kind of notice, your daily lifestyle is usually about the same. So it doesn't differ too much between the days. And that's the reason why. It's because your body and your mind, they don't like to have a varied day every single day. Like it just have so much uncertainty around it. And most people, they actually want certainty in their life. They don't actually like the uncertainty, which is why most people have a predictable kind of habits every single day of their life. So if you want to build something in, you got to do it slowly, you got to do it gradually, which is why it's 15 minutes a day, every day for the first month. And then after that, you can build upon it to 20 minutes a day. And then after that to 30 minutes a day, however much you wish. But it needs to happen, like, it needs to be something that is easily consumable, digestible, and something they can build in easily every single day. So consistency always trumps intensity. And just a recap for this video, which is I want you to start taking action and keep taking it. And success is actually taking action for a long time, improving the process, improving your procedures, and then making tweaks, and then continue to take action because you have persisted for such a long time trying to master the particular thing. And then that's when you're gonna get to success. All right, with that, if you like these kind of videos, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you want more tips on living out your best life and value-driven content, my social media links are up on the top right-hand corner of the page. And I wish you an amazing day ahead.